G'day guys, it's Phantom, and yeah, I'm in another location, but it's all good. We're gonna be talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, the third installment to this now trilogy of Ant-Man, Scott Lang, Paul Rudd. You already know how it is with Ant-Man. Um, Now I will say that Ant-Man is probably the weakest, has the weakest movies out of all of the other characters in the MCU. So nothing that is in Ant-Man movies are all crazy. They're all pretty much the same story. Simple. They're safe movies. They are just put on and enjoy them. Good laugh too. Um, and that's the same with this one. It's very simple. It is a very safe watch, and that's why it is getting the hate that it is. It is not a terrible film at all. It's not like terrible of like what people have been saying. It's just people have are just used to this MCU formula that gets repeated. And yes, it does follow the exact same formula, but in a big, ginormous, huge way. And it's not really an Ant-Man movie. It is a Kang the Conqueror movie. And that is what I was going in the movie to watch. Is Kang beating up, destroying everything that he sees, but with extremely well and very good intentions. One of the most compelling villains, and one that you can get behind and kind of know what he's doing. And he's just so cool. Jonathan Majors is is fantastic. I think that he might be the second best villain in the MCU, behind Thanos. I can't praise him enough. He is exactly what you would expect, even though that he is the weaker, a variant of Kang. There is heaps. There's an infinite amount of Kangs. He is the weakest form, but the power that he has, is it's you just can't explain it. But let's talk about the positives first. The performances from everybody is great as usual. My by far my favorite side character who didn't really get that much screen time, and I wish he did, was William Jackson Harper's character, Quays, I'm pretty sure his name is, the mind reading dude. He demands the screen. The very second that he was on, I'm like, I love this dude. I have seen him in other movies and stuff, and he is fantastic. He is probably one of my favorite actors working right now. The visuals too, people have been giving smack about that. I can kind of see areas where it's kind of off. You can tell that it is behind, that there's actors in front of like green screen, and even like the LED screens that I have now. That's pretty cool. You can tell that they're behind them, but the world and the world around them is stunning to look at. And even like the little characters that they have in there too, like the little aliens that they have, are pretty cool. And that's pretty much it for positives.
Just one thing real quick. MODOK is in the movie. It's not a spoiler because it's in the trailer. He is right there. He is not very good in the movie. His suit and all of that is pretty cool, but his face. I mean, like, look at it. I mean, like, it is what you would expect from MODOK in a live action movie, but it's never going to be good, because he just looks goofy as. If they made him look like cartoony, then like yeah, but like just like the face that he has, it's like not very, it's not very appealing to look at. and literally everything that he says in the movie is dumb. So yeah. Anyway, back to the ding.
Some negatives that people may have is the dialogue, but you don't really go into these MCU movies with Thanos level dialogue, even though that Kang has the best dialogue in this movie. But everybody, yeah, they're just doing their thing. The negatives that I have is the pacing, and because the story is very generic and very simple, it is kind of a tough watch if you want like a huge movie, which it's not. I want to defend this movie. It's getting as much hate as Thor: Love and Thunder, even though that is a weaker movie than this one. But yeah, it is a extremely well built up story for Kang and what he's doing in the MCU. So yeah, it is a fun watch. Definitely not worth the hate. Does not deserve the hate that it's been getting, but I can kind of see why. Yeah, that was my review. I'm going to be talking about a movie that I saw called Infinity Pool very soon, which I'm going to talk about. But yeah, this one was my review of Ant-Man Quantumania. What were your thoughts? There are two post-credit scenes, so stay tuned for those ones. They are worth watching. But yeah, anyway, have a good one.